Hello guys, hello mga ka-Shopee sellers. I'm CJ again, your accountant for today, and I will be discussing naman ngayon yung 1701Q third quarter ng ating graduated OSD. Pero sa sellers na to, registered between July 1 to September 30. So ito ay yung mga new sellers natin. So kaka-register lang nila nung between July 1 to September 30. So disclaimer tayo. Accountant is not all no basis. Sometimes we tend to forget and miss something. If so, please let me know in the comments. So, this video was created November 2024. Any regulations after this date may affect the computation. So, kung meron mang pagbabago, mag-upload ulit ako ng bagong video. So, this is your guide only, not your actual filing. For graduated tax rate to, OSD for sole proprietors and mixed income earners. So, this is for sellers registered between July 1 to September 30 or yung mga new sellers natin. So, sa mga new sellers, ang 1701Q, kung meron tayong ganito sa ating COR or Certificate of Registration, BIR Form 2303, ibig sabihin required tayo magpasa ng 1701 every quarter. So, quarterly siya every 3 months. First quarter natin tapos na is ang due date niya is nung May 15. Second quarter, due date is August 15. So, dapat hindi kayo magpapasa ng first and second quarter kasi kaka-register nyo lang netong third quarter, which is ang due naman is November 15. So, ang third quarter natin ay mga nag-register. Kung in between ka dito sa July, August, September, so kaka-register mo lang ng third quarter. So, ang dapat na ipapasa mo is third quarter na 1701Q lang. So, ayun. So, graduated income tax rate. Sino ba yung mga graduated income tax rate? Sila yung mga ayaw mag 8%. So, kung ayaw mo ng 8%, mag-graduated ka. So, there are two tax types na need natin submit for those who choose graduated income tax rate. So, una is yung percentage tax or yung 2551Q natin, which is 3% of the gross sales. So, matik to, 3% of the gross sales siya. Walang deduction. So, gross sales siya. Ayan. Yung 2551Q is dapat nasubmit na natin last month kasi last month yung due date niya. And, again, and ang nakalagay natin dito. So, kung end, dapat magpapasa din tayo ng 1701Q. So, dalawa ang ipapasa natin. Itong si 2551Q at si 3% na sorry. Si 2551Q, which is the 3% of the gross sale, and the C1701Q, which is graduated income tax rate on taxable income. So, taxable income, ibig sabihin yan, meron ng yung gross sales mo, pwede mo nang i-less yung mga deductions na mga required na deductions. So, ano mga required na deduction? Pwedeng OSD, pwedeng itemized deduction. So, dito ang i-discuss ko is OSD. So, si graduated income tax rate habang tumataas yung income mo, net taxable income mo, tumataas yung rate ng inyong tax. So, ganun siya. Hindi katulad kapag 8% is flat rate, 8% ka lang, 8% lang yung babayaran mo. Unlike dito sa graduated tax, habang tumataas, 15%, 20%, 25% hanggang tumaas. Pero, makakalas ka naman dito ng inyong mga expenses. Unlike sa 8% na gross sales ang basihan. So, ayun. So, paano natin kinukompute ang ating taxable income? Pwede si sellers with receipts, usually kinukompute niya yung graduated income tax rate or yung taxable income niya na may itemized allowable deduction. Pero kapag wala ka, formula natin doon, sales, less of cost of sales, less itemized deduction, equals yung taxable income subjected to graduated tax rate. So, kapag wala naman si seller na receipts pero nag-choose pa rin siya ng graduated tax rate, usually meron siyang optional standard deduction. So, ano nga ba yung formula niya? So, sales less OSD, 40% ng sales. So, OSD is optional standard deduction which is 40% ng sales natin. So taxable income natin is meaning kung ito ay 100%, Si sales is 100%, less natin yung 40% niya na OSD, ibig sabihin, ang taxable income natin is 60% of the sales. Yan. Taxable na, kapag OSD ang pinili mo, talagang 60% of the sales ang ating subject to income tax rate. So, graduated income tax rate. So, ayan. Ito yung formula natin na nasa ating BIR forms offline. So, ito. Sales natin, sales revenue receipts, lagi naka-net of sales returns, allowances, and discount. Net, ibig sabihin, ay minus na yung sales returns, allowances, and discount. So, kapag LSD tayo, wala tayo neto kasi nakalagay lang naman dyan, applicable only if availing itemized deduction. So, OSD tayo, wala neto. So, gross income is equals to sales natin. So, allowable deductions, total allowable, itemized deduction, hindi ka dyan kasi OSD nga yung pinili mo. Ang nakalagay dyan is OR. So, optional standard deduction which is 40% of the item 36 which is the sales. So, ayun. Pagka sales less optional standard deduction equals the net income loss for this quarter. So, ito, taxable income, wala kayo nyan kasi kaka-register nyo lang. Operating income, kapag may other income kayo besides dun sa inyong business. So, ayan. So, taxable income to date, ito automatically computed naman sa ating EBR form. So, ito nga yung ating graduated tax rate. So, again, sinasabi ko na kapag graduated tax rate, ibig sabihin tumataas yung tax habang palaki ng palaki ang inyong income. So, ganyan. Kunyari, dito sa 250 and below, wala siyang tax rate. Ibig sabihin, parang exempt siya. Pero kapag 250 and 400, may 15% na agad in excess of 250. Tapos kapag 400 to 800, matik, meron na yan. Tapos naging 20% na, 25%. Kasi habang tumataas ang income mo, tumataas din ang tax rate. Kasi nga, graduated tax rate ang pinili mo. Ganyan. So, ano nga ba yung sales natin na ilalagay? So, ang nakalagay naman talaga doon sa ating form is net of sales returns, allowances, and discount. So, pwede na siyang i-minus yung sales returns, allowance, and discount. So, ano nga ba siya? Sales declared nung 2551Q, third quarter, should be the same as sales in 1701Q. So, ang kukunin mo lang talaga is yung ating 2551Q third quarter. So, kung ano yung nandun sa 2551Q third quarter natin, yun din ilalagay natin. So, yun lang ang kailangan natin for this filing. Kasi OSD lang naman tayo. Sales lang naman yung kailangan. So, kunyari, sample natin, ito ang ating sales, 458,795. Ito naman yung 2307 sample na binigay sa atin ni, kunyari lang ni Shopee, kunyari. So, ayan. Kung meron tayong 458,000 noong third quarter, ngayon 2551Q third quarter, tapos si Shopee is nagbigay ng 5,990 na tax credit. So, si tax credit is advance payment natin kay Shopee. So, kung wala kayo netong 2307, okay lang, maging 0, ito. Okay? So, para tayo makapagpasa kay BIR, kailangan mag-download muna tayo and install ng EBIR forms offline. Paano siya mag-download and install? Naggawa din ako ng video, separate video. So, scan nyo na lang to. Yan. Then, papupunta tayo dito sa first page or yung, basta yan. Ito na yung parang niya. So, dito tayo sa interface niya na version 7.9.4.2. Tapos, ilagay mo lang yung details niyan para mapunta ka dyan. Tapos, i-drop down mo lang to. Pagka drop down mo niyan, pipiliin mo itong 1701Q V2018. So, meron na pala kayo netong offline EBIR dapat kasi nagpasa na kayo ng 2551Q. So, ayan. So, V2018 ang laging pipiliin natin kasi yan yung latest version. So, fill up lang natin. Ayan. Click natin. So, mapupunta tayo dito sa first page. So, sa first page, ang pipiliin lang natin kung, again kung sole proprietor ka, 2024, third quarter, kasi third quarter na yung itong tutorial na to, then single proprietor and business income, graduated income tax rate. Tapos lagay mo na lang date of birth, citizenship, ayan. Tapos, etong graduated, matic yan, pero dapat dito, itong optional standard deduction yung piliin mo, kasi OSD yung balak mong kunin. So, kapag mixed income earner, same lang, 2024, third quarter, pero dito, parehas din, single, pero dito ang magkakaiba. Ito lang naman magkakaiba niyan, mixed income earner. So, parehas din naman itong graduated tax rate, then optional standard deduction. So, dito lang siya mag-iiba. Pero yung computation, parehas lang siya. So, ito yung mga sample natin kanina, yung na-note natin. So, from 2551Q na third quarter natin, ang sales natin na inilagay doon is 458,795. So, for 2307 na binigay is 5990 yung total tax withheld. So, ang gagawin mo lang sa kanya, itong sales, ilalagay mo lang dito. Then, 0 to kasi gray out kasi nga hindi tayo pwede kasi OSD yung pinili natin. Parehas dito kasi OSD nga. Tapos ito automatically compute kasi kaya naka-gray area siya. So, dapat 40% yan ni sales. So, ito naman ay 60% ni sales. So, kung big sabihin, itong naman taxable income from the previous period, dapat wala yan kasi kaka-register mo lang. Ito kung meron kayong other income, pwede nyo naman ilagay. So, ayan. So, ang total na na-compute na tax due natin is 3,792 based dun sa table kanina. So, baka 15% yan ng excess of 250. So, ayan. Then, dito naman, wala tayong prior kasi kakagawa lang natin. Tax payment kasi kakagawa lang din natin. Wala tayong creditable tax ng previous quarter kasi kakagawa lang din natin. So, ito lang yung ilalagay natin. 2307 for this quarter. So, 58A siya. Yan, 5990. So, kung wala ka namang 2307, kung walang 2307 na, 0 siya. Okay? Pero kung meron, lalagay. Kung wala, 0. Yan. So, in the end, dahil ito nga itong 5,990 is advance payment natin kay BIR, na kinuha lang ni Shopee kasi siya na yung magre-remit. Ayan, kaya pwede natin siyang i-deduct. So, 3,792 less natin ng advance payment natin na 5,990. So, ang nangyari na lang, ang tax payable natin is wala. So, nag-overpayment pa tayo kasi naka-negative yan. Negative 2,198. So, overpayment pa tayo kay BIR. So, meron pa tayong pwedeng i-carry over for the next periods. So, babalik tayo sa ating page 1. So, dito makikita nyo naman kung tama. So, tax due natin is 3.7K. Then, nagbayad na tayo, nag-advance payment na tayo, which is the 2307. Kaya, nag-overpayment tayo ng 2,198. Pag overpayment, hindi ka magbabayad kay BIR, wala kang babayaran. So, kapag napasa mo to, okay na to. Basta ipapasa mo din yung south kung meron kang south. Kung meron kang 2307. So, click mo lang itong validate kung ready to be submitted na, kung wala nang missing details. Yan, from the form. Edit naman, to re-edit the file after validation. To save. Kung hindi ka pa ready mag-submit. Kung print, alam niyo naman yan. Matik naman yan. Submit final copy to online, submit the form. Habang di mo pa final submit copy, hindi pa siya mako-considered as na file mo. So, note, double check the details before clicking submit final copy. Once submitted, you cannot edit the file. Yung mismong file na yun, di mo may edit, pero pwede kang mag-amend. So, another form yon. So, next natin, tax return, receipt confirmation, makaka-receive tayo pagka-file natin. So, if payment through bank, bring the following, 1701Q, third quarter, 2307, south, yung Excel printed file, tsaka yung tax receipts confirmation. So, dahil nga may 2307 tayo, kailangan nating mag-download and install ng data list at alpha list data entry. So, kapag may 2307, kailangan nating magpasa ng South. So, kung wala kayong 2307, skip nyo na lang to, hindi nyo na to kailangan. Okay? Kung walang 2307, skip. So, kung meron, download and install nyo to. Then, kung may 2307, during or after the eBay or offline submission, create ka ng South file, secure mo yung encrypted file. Kung hindi encrypted, okay lang din naman, ina-accept din ni BIR, pero ma-sure tayo sa encrypted file. Hindi kasi mababago yon. So, ayan. So, paano siya ginagawa? Meron ulit akong video, separate video na lang kasi medyo 18 minutes din siya kung paano yun, tutorial niya. So, ayan. Scan nyo na lang to or punta kayo dun sa list natin. So, after securing the encrypted file, kasi nag-stop ako dun sa kung saan nyo makikita yung file. So, send mo yung encrypted file via email. So, ganito ang send mo. So, send mo kay BIR. Ito yung to e-submission at bir.gov.ph subject. Then, ito yung ilalagyan mo lang ng taxpayers info. Taxpayer to, taxpayer info. Tapos, huwag kakalimutan i-attach ang ating .file. Kasi yan yung i-validate. So, ito yung pinakamahalaga natin na i-attach kay BIR. Tapos, click mo lang yung send. So, kapag na-click mo yung send, agad-agad makaka-receive ka ng from e-submission na na-receive na yung file. Pero, itong e-submission validation report, yung talagang kailangan natin. So, medyo matagal to. Minsan inaabot ng weeks. Minsan nga, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, ganyan. So, matagal siya. Kailangan mo siyang hintayin. So, ayun. Due of submission, 15 days after 1701 Q due date. Yan. Steps natin in filing. Yan. Para hindi kayo malito, fill in natin yung form 1701Q V2018 in VAR forms. Tapos, after all information, naayos mo na, click mo lang yung validate. Pero before clicking submit final copy, make sure na yung EBIR forms and South are the same. So, kung 1990 dito, dapat 1990 din yung sa South. So, dapat pareha siya. Okay? Yung sa sample natin kanina, 5990. So, kung 5990 yung nandito kanina, ibig sabihin, dapat 5990 din yung nandito. Okay? So, after all information in BIR forms, double check, pwede na nating submit final copy. Okay. Kung wala kayong 2307, skip nyo to. Kung walang 2307, hindi nyo na to kailangan So, yan na. So, eto din, kung walang 2307, hindi nyo na to kailangan. Send an email to e-submission and attach, laging remember na i-attach yung .file. Yan. Pay the tax pag may payable. So, reminder, file and pay 1701Q, third quarter on time, which is on or before November 15. Malapit na to. So, ayan. So, submit South kung meron. Kung walang 2307, no need. Okay? Thank you. Yun lang, no? So, kung nakatulong po ako sa inyo, please like and share and subscribe. Please watch the ads kung meron man. Salamat po. Sunod na topics, EAFS, inventory, lahat. Sorry. Yan yun. Thank you. Sorry kung hindi ako nakapag-reply sa mga tanong. Medyo busy lang. Ayun. So, ang YouTube channel, Outlaws F Travel. Thank you and God bless.